Hi there, my name is Jez from Ingenious. I've evangelized a bit about Surface Pros, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a Surface Pro. I'm just going to show you my Road Warrior setup, what I take with me when I'm traveling, but also actually what I carry around with me, because you might have seen in other videos where I plug into a docking station and work from two screens. First of all, of course, we've got the Surface Pro that you're all familiar with. This I carry around in a maroon leather case. Can't remember, I think 40 quid, not very expensive. I also carry a little cloth, of course, because the screens love the odd fingerprint or two. Now, that is all well and good. The normal Surface power supply is fine, but I struggle a bit with it, mainly just for carrying things around. So I also carry with me this and this. This little pouch contains a backup battery that will give my Surface another full charge, as well as my phone, which is somewhere anyway. This is a BatPower ProE 2. Now this is handy, but what's probably even more handy is the power supply that comes with it. Normal 13 amp socket. The power supply has one output that will go straight to the Surface and power it. It also has a USB fast charge and a USB slow charge. So I can charge two USB devices with this power supply and the Surface, two USB devices and the battery and the Surface, because the cable can go from power supply, cable, power supply, cable, battery, Surface and devices. Obviously it will charge slower if you're charging too much through this. And the various cables come with this thing, but I carry a USB-C, the one for the Surface, and a micro USB. This is actually for charging my watch, but we'll ignore that one for now. So Road Warrior kit, that goes between those two, and that can go to the Surface Pro and my phone. Road Warrior kit, that's kind of all you need. I'm going to take this a couple of steps further. The thing that I struggle with whilst I'm working on the road is screens. Now, this is a pretty dated now, actually, Asus USB powered screen. So I can connect this to my Surface via USB on the road. It comes in this slightly clunky case. There's the cable in there. I'm going to leave it in there for now, which you can use to prop up the screen at two different angles. That one's a little bit better. And then that cable connects from actually this side. I prefer it on my left-hand side. That cable connects through to the Surface and gets powered by it. That's another step towards Road Warrior supremacy. Taking it another step forward. Slightly weird having a keyboard to one side. How about one of these keyboards? Now this is a Micosoft, I can't remember what it was called. I think they're still available, but this is quite a dinky little keyboard, and this is called a wedge mouse, or a mini wedge mouse, I think. And rather handily, that doubles up as a bit of a better and more adjustable stand for the screen. So now you see we've got quite a sophisticated setup. Of course, I can take this a step further still. There is a larger Surface keyboard you can buy, which has a keypad, which is it to the left. So it's a bit bigger and a bit longer, a little bit more useful, but doesn't have a carrying case. And of course, there's the Surface mouse you could replace. So you get yourself with a slightly more full-scale keyboard and mouse. One more element, though, that I find really useful is this thing here. This charges the battery or the Surface, or the battery and then the Surface, and again, two USB devices. It kind of replaces the need for that when you're in a car. So that works off on your cigarette lighter socket, and actually kicks out a fair 120 watts, so 120 watt combined charger. I think this output is only some 165 watts or something. That's kind of it. Oh, of course, how to charge my phone. Another USB cable. So, in a nutshell, this is what I carry around with me. You might think the battery's overkill, fair enough. Not too crazy number of cables. Where's the USB-C? And a little handy carrying sock. Of course, this keyboard, if wanted as well, and the case. And that, I can work all day. I mean, typically get 6 or so hours on the Surface, probably another 5 or 6 hours out of the battery whilst it's charging and draining the battery. You actually want to stick the battery in at the beginning. And of course, then be able to charge all my devices, well, my laptop, my phone, my watch, anywhere. These need little batteries as well. But that is kind of it. Thank you very much for watching. All the best.